Hello, I'm Bernie, and a very warm welcome to the month of March 2026. If this chat or a few words within this chat resonates with you, I feel it is for you or maybe for someone you know. And if this chat resonates with you, you might like to like, comment, or share, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And if you have, thank you very much. Two words that might summarize the themes for March are awareness and adjust. It's like through the month of March, it might be a good practice to remain more aware so that you can adjust where you feel change might be supportive for yourself. The month of March invites us to be self-aware, to be more mindful of me. That is, mindful of yourself. It might be a little mantra or affirmation for yourself for the month of March. Mindful of me. Mindful of your choices, mindful of your thoughts, mindful of your actions. So that you can feel more the driver of your life rather than just a passenger. And more on this later in the chat about 4 steps for experiencing more of a mindful me March. So the month of March starts off with a full moon on the 3rd in the sign of Virgo. Possibly take a little time on the 3rd, could be the day before, could be at least even 5 days after the full moon, to check in with yourself. This can be practicing a bit of a self-review to check the details of how you might be managing any ups and downs you might be experiencing, how you might be managing the doing of life versus the being of life. This self-review can be a check-in on your self-care routine, habits, choices, supports, practices, and what was good enough for you previously, and that may have been in the last month or in the last 6 months, last year, may not be working for you as well now. It might be that you need to extend your duration of self-care or your frequency of self-care, or add an extra practice for self-care. So again, awareness to adjust comes into play around this full moon time. Checking in with yourself to promote increased self-awareness of your physical body, any sensations in your physical body, your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, your responses, but also self-awareness to help you identify, acknowledge, validate, celebrate your strengths, and also to identify where you might benefit from some releasing, particularly as this is a full moon, which can be a time of increased benefit or increased success in releasing. The full moon also can help to clarify your goals or intentions moving forward. And the tweaking can really help to ensure that maybe your goals or intentions are more aligned with you moving forward than what they might have been in the past. This full moon might also bring clarity to an area in your life where you might feel to bring more focus to, or increased determination or commitment towards something. The full moon can help you to organize or adjust your routine, habits, goals, and priorities. that may work better for you moving forward, which sometimes the benefit may not show up. I get sort of like 3 months. The benefit of bringing change to some area of your life through adjusting, the benefit of that may show up, could be in 3 months, 1 to 3 months. And this will help to give you more of a stable footing moving forward, which relates to the intuitive messages that came through for March, which are at the end of this, or towards the end of this chat. As always, full moon energy is about bringing light to something that might have been in the shadow, but is ready to be seen for cleansing, clearing, releasing. And I did get like, it was like repeat. It was almost like I saw someone pressing the button with repeat written on it. So it may be that for some of you, you can release quite easily something in your life. For others, it might be you release and then review. There may be some adjustment needed or some repeat of the releasing. It can be reaffirming boundaries or reaffirming your commitment. So the first 2 weeks of March is a good time for reviewing self, being more aware of self, so as to identify what you may wish to release, to adjust, which can bring, of course, positive change. Mercury is retrograde, and we are already at the time of this recording in Mercury retrograde energy, which extends from the 26th of February to the 20th of March, but the shadow period extends to the 9th of April. This is a time to check communications, text messages, emails before sending, possibly pause before responding, to check your response, especially if feeling emotionally overwhelmed or stressed. Can be a time to review your plans, again, to bring awareness to something, maybe with more of a clearer sight or sharper focus, to bring awareness something so that you can adjust. And this, of course, ties in with practicing more self-awareness, more mindfulness, more being in the present moment for the month of March. So again, Mindful Me month. On the 19th, we have a new moon in Pisces, which can be quite a sensitive time for 3 to 5 days, up to 2 weeks. Sensitive time, which can be really good for self-care, nurturing, soothing. It's also a really, for many, a creative time, which can be related to problem solving, but also for a creative time for expression and allowing possibly emotions to flow in healthy ways. It can also be an intuitive new moon, a time for gaining insight or spiritual downloads. And for some, it might be relating to the path ahead. It might be you gain clarity around this new moon as to what is ahead of you, or it's clarifying, that's where I'm going. That feels right. Some new beginning, new direction. This new moon is also a really good time for, as I've said, extra self-care, but it's gentle, nurturing, soothing, supportive self-care. It may be water-based as well, so it may be foot soaks, it may be floating in the ocean or the river, it may be in the pool, or can be swimming, it can be relaxing in the bath, can be really being mindful as you shower as well. So in short, the month of March starts off with self-awareness and self-review. to help make supportive adjustments. And then the month closes with focus again on self and encouraging extra self-care. It doesn't mean, of course, that other areas are on hold this month. We still, of course, have our responsibilities to others, potentially, and work or study or caring for others. But there is an added focus or a big reminder to look after yourself this month. So as that, of course, you can manage not only yourself better and have more contentment in life, but of course you're better able to manage not only life, but the responsibilities and relationships that you have. The intuitive messages for this month were mindful me, keep it moving, keep it moving. So if you've been doubting yourself, questioning yourself, maybe the full moon is about releasing some of the inner critic, releasing fear, releasing self-doubt. Another intuitive message that came through was decisions are to be responsive, not reactive. And again, that ties in with being mindful. We can be more mindful of our response when we are more in the present moment and not reactive. Also, an intuitive message was steady footing. So, thoughtful decision making through awareness and adjusting or tweaking through self-review can help to ensure our movement forward is upon more stable ground, that our footing, that our movement forward, our momentum is more steady, more balanced, more supportive of us. And the last intuitive message that came through was flower. Just the word flower, Flower, not the baking flour. There will be for some the significance of the flower. They know it straight away as soon as, they hear the word flower. For others, it may show itself through the month. So if flower is significant for you, or even upon hearing the word flower, what flower came to mind for you? What feelings arise when you see this flower? How might the symbolism of this flower support you? What message might you receive from this flower? I did hear, yes, love. So for some, yes, seeing the flower or visualizing the flower, connecting with the flower can symbolize love. But I also heard resilience. So there might be some flower that appears in your life that is very much related to resilience, a reminder of resilience, of being resilient. So returning to Mindful Me month and Mindful March, here are 4 ways to practice more mindfulness this month. Mindful breathing, maybe pausing 3 times through your day. It might be before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, or set a timer 3 times during your day that suits you. It could be each time you wash your hands. Practice more mindful breathing. Pause, slow your breath down, breathe in deeply, through your nostrils and breathe out fully through your nostrils. Number 2, mindful body. And I heard each day, maybe at the end of each day, 3 to 5 minutes, can be following your breath as you progressively relax from toes to head and release tension. Number 3, mindful listening. Mindful listening to the sounds around you. Can be mindful listening to silence. Can be mindful listening to the words of others. Or it can be mindful listening to your own words or to the words that you tell yourself, to your thoughts. And number 4, mindful count. If this resonates with you, you might pause throughout your day, little scattered moments where you choose to pause and follow a count of 4 on each inhale, hold for 4, and then exhale for a count of 4. You might do that 4 times. So it would be inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, 4 times. So March can be a wonderful month to start an audit or review of yourself. Almost like for some it might even be that I've just seen someone at a lookout. You know, they've climbed a mountain, climbed a hill, and they're looking down over the view below. And that may be having more of a broader perspective of yourself, your life, with non-judgment, to see what is working and what is not. And then, if feeling so, to commit to the next 4 weeks through March to practice maybe a little bit more mindfulness each day. Maybe to commit to having a mindful me month. A month to be more mindfully present with yourself. A month to be more self-aware. And little adjustments, small steps, small changes do create change, do create progress, movement forward. To close this chat, I just want to mention that there are 2 themes for March on my Patreon page, and members can pick and choose what they participate in. Of course, there's always 24/7 access to the content, daily uploads, journal prompts, recorded meditations, recorded chats. But for the month of March, there are 2 themes, and one is awareness of the present moment. And this can be to help manage anxiety, feelings of overwhelm, feel more balanced, to feel more stable, to feel more the driver of your vehicle rather than the passenger. And the second theme is awareness of your intuition. And I have already recorded the chat for March and invited the members that they can choose just to focus on theme 1, which is awareness of the present moment, very much mindful me month theme for March. Or they can focus on more of the intuitive awareness, or choose both. If you would like any tips or tools, or if you would like a counselling session with me, or intuitive guidance session with me, numerology reading, intuitive reading, or more traditional counselling, just to sort of help you, could be identify, can be resistance or blockages, and also to help you identify strengths or help you to gain more clarity in some area of your life, please reach out to me. So I do, of course, face-to-face sessions and also online sessions. There are not a lot of booking space in March. I will say that already. It sort of clears up more. I've got more availability in April, but March is already quite busy. So thank you. Wishing you a wonderful, mindful March. Hoping that you can practice more self-awareness so that you can be more the driver of your vehicle rather than the passenger, if that resonates with you. But it might be more of a month of self-care, mindful self-care. So wishing you all the best, and also sending blessings and sending really positive, really good vibes, positive energy to a few at this month. I can almost sort of like see them waving their hands. So some of them are recovering from physical healing, they're recovering physically, and some of them are recovering emotionally. So sending good vibes, sending loving support, sending blessings. Thank you, and have a wonderful month of March. Bye.